Hey viewers, welcome to another game of the Casual Pro Gamer. Today we're doing the IEM Kiev Semifinals of Team Dignitas versus Team SoloMid. And we are going to jump right into the game. I already cast the finals, so this is kind of delayed tactic. I couldn't get hold of these. The semi-finals as well as the third place match should have been up already, since, well, the finals have already been broadcasted, but instead of hiring someone that actually does this for a living, such as me, they want to do it themselves, the IEM staff, and that's why it takes like, I don't know, 30 hours to upload this. I have no idea why, to be honest. I mean, if I can upload them in about an hour after they have been played, then they should be able to do that as well. Well, probably shorter. But yeah, well, it's not perfect. Anyway, we are playing TSM in blue versus Team Dignitas in purple, and the purple team is going to invade the enemy jungle, going to try to steal their red buff. And the blue team is going to steal the blue buff. Well, I guess not steal. They're going to ward it up, and just in case they have the the ability to steal that, or to pick out the champion that is the jungler that is actually trying to get that. Yeah, they are going to ward it up, and maybe they can make something out of that. So they see the enemy champions coming here, I'm assuming. I'm not sure what the vision will do if you get there. But okay, Clairvoyance going down on their on the blue of the blue team, and yeah, taking the not taking the big raid. The big raid actually went to Cassiopeia here, which may give her a decent advantage over her her opponent, which may actually make a big difference. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how much experience you get from that, but considering you get about half a level from the double golems, I would imagine you would get half a level from the big raid. And that can make all the difference, because mid lane is all about levels. AP casters or AP champions really require more levels, where AD champions require more items. So that's why the AD champion has the support with him, because he doesn't care too much about the level. He cares more about the gold. And yeah, since your support isn't stealing any of your gold, it should be okay. So Cassiopeia not getting the big raid in this time, but yeah, she did help out a little bit with well, what is going to be stealing the red buff. Obviously, this should go to the top laner, or to the mid laner, doesn't really matter, because Lee Sin already has one, and Skarner is now coming in here. He will discover that his red buff is indeed gone, and yeah, that he will have to do without it. So the Skarner ganks will be a lot less than the the ganks he would have had with red buff. And we see Sivir going very low here. Obviously, between the two of them, Sivir should be the worse off, basically. Oh, and they can just run in here and kill her. And that's exactly what they're going to do. Well, a heal bait, trying to get the heal off just in time, and Sona is probably going to die. No, Nunu not quick enough, even with his blood boil, not able to chase down Sona. And really nice play there on Sona by running in and baiting out the heal, so that they knew how much HP they were battling before they took tower aggro, and then Graves finishing off that kill. Excellently done. That was an assisted kill, so that is excellent. And yeah, well, the heal on Sona saving her from getting killed. Excellently done. So meanwhile, everyone has gone home. Sona is coming in. Graves is also coming in, but is a little bit further away still. And well, Sivir is already back in lane. And well, there's a 1.3k gold difference now, and most of that is caused by the fact that they have First Blood. Because First Blood actually gives you about 700 gold. Gives you 400 gold plus 70% of that. And that is a total of 680, I think. Anyway, yeah, we see the bottom lane is quite busy with basically harassing. Both teams are harassing quite a bit. I think that the Sona Graves team has the better part of that deal, because even though Nunu can harass quite a bit, both Nunu and Sivir don't have any mana regen. Or any life regen. So yeah, Nunu I guess can consume a minion. That would work out, but in general... Oh wow, the Sivir dying once again in the bottom lane while we watch the Rumble just survive. And yeah, that was another kill. This time the kill goes to Sona instead of Graves. So both of them now have 1 kill, 1 assist. And yeah, we see Veigar having some trouble against Cassiopeia, and Cassiopeia just keeps stealing the raids, at least the big raid, because that's the important one. The other ones really don't matter, and I'm sure that after they get killed here by Skarner, she will do that again next time they are up, and by doing so she will well, gain more gold than the Veigar and have a pretty significant advantage in the end. So yeah, getting TSM obviously getting an early dragon. There is no ward out for the purple team, and I'm not really sure why there is no ward out. I mean, yeah, they couldn't stop this anyway, I'm assuming, but since Sivir and Nunu are both still full health, it is yeah, hard to imagine that they wouldn't stand a chance to at least do something there. Because with the two of those, the jungler and the mid laner, they should be able to do at least some good. But yeah, not getting anything done in the matter of the dragon, because dragon was already gone before they realized that the enemy team was doing dragon. And I'm not even sure if they have a CV. No, they do not. Nunu didn't pack a CV in his summoner skills, went for exhaust heal. And yeah, exhaust heal, although it's okay, I guess, it is not really the best combination of skills on a support. Heal I have to agree with, but yeah, the exhaust is kind of needed to make sure that Sivir can normally go for well, either her flash or her what's it called? I forgot the name. It doesn't matter. Cleanse. That's that's what I was looking for. So yeah, we see cleanse more and more on the AD carries, because well, if you get stunned, you basically die, and you are the one that is putting out most of the damage. And yeah, that's why it's really important to stay alive. And a nice flash there from Garen, but on the other hand, a nicely executed gank from the Dignitas team. Although, yeah, by now they're 3.8k gold behind, and that is already a very, very significant chunk. That is about 30% of what they have. And that is really, really big. Obviously, this is going to be another kill. There we go. An easy kill for the Lee Sin, and Lee Sin is going to get another double kill here. Oh, nice flash there. Well, she could have spell shielded it, assuming that she had it up, but obviously we cannot see whether she has a spell shield up. But it was really well done. The two bottom laners should have retreated when they saw that Veigar was being attacked, because they could have assumed that Lee Sin was coming for them afterwards. And yeah, all in all, they did get out, but it did cost them a flash. And well, I guess nicely played. So 4.4k gold between them now. And that's because that last kill was probably unassisted. I'm assuming it was unassisted. And yeah, that is... oh, no. It was actually an assist for Sona. Which means that Sona is now probably the best fat character in this game. And yeah, that is pretty significant, because she can now afford her second gold item really quickly, and that will make her pull ahead of the support Nunu. And if you can get ahead in gold as Sona, then yeah, Sona is already very strong as a support. And if you can deny the damage and the harassment from Nunu, while we see the middle turret fall, yeah, if you can prevent him from doing a lot like she is doing now, then you pretty much win your lane outright. There is nothing more to say about that. And Nunu needs to get some early gold to make sure that he can actually stay alive while he's harassing. Also to keep his mana up while he's harassing, because Nunu takes quite a bit of mana to operate, and in normal circumstances that's not too much of a problem. But here, because he gets denied so much, he cannot use his auto attacks to get free spells, and which is his innate ability, in case you didn't know. Yeah, he basically is dependent on his mana, and all he has to supplement his mana is basically one Fairy Charm. So we see Veigar doing his best, but not actually managing to get anything done here. Cassiopeia just too strong for him. Cassiopeia with blue buff here. Well, I think they stole the enemy blue, because it is not on Veigar. At least I didn't see it. Or maybe Skarner just has it. I don't know. I wish I could actually check it, but we'll have to see when the rest of the characters come around. So I really are completely dominating the Rumble here. It is amazing. It's 82 minions versus 62. And it is, well, the third time he dies. So, yeah, that pretty much tells it all. It isn't a crazy amount of damage that Irelia does normally, but the same goes for Rumble, so I'm not sure what happened. Well, I'm sure what happened, but I'm not sure why they are letting this happen, because it is the ganking from the Lee Sin that has made this possible. So are we going to see another dragon here? Because, well, there is a pink ward down, so they know that the enemy has no vision over this. And yeah, Cassiopeia is still in mid, still farming. Like, yeah, I don't care what you do. And if you go for dragon, well, we'll get dragon. And if you don't go for dragon, I'll get mid turret. Or another mid turret, I should say. And Irelia is going to kill this this top turret in exchange for dragon. As we see, Graves. Yeah, Graves getting. No, that's not Graves. It's Lee Sin getting. Yeah, really close to the enemies, but he was slowed by the Nunu Ice Blast, and eventually that doesn't result in anything except that Sona had to use her ultimate to make sure that they would survive. So yeah, Lee Sin dropped immediately, but they get 2 kills back for it. Nunu and Rumble dying, and yeah, this one might actually survive. Oh, yeah, nice flash. Oh, that was excellently done. The stun from Vygar just a fraction too late, and that was excellently done. And now with 3 kills, I think, yeah, those were 3 kills. They are actually going to be able to get a dragon for free. It's now 9-1, and I think Dignitas will not get another kill this game. Yeah, I mean, it's 15 minutes in. If you only have 1 kill by now, if you're this far ahead in minions, I mean, the TSM now has 110, 150, and 110 on their carries, and Team Dignitas has 88, 68, and 67. So, yeah, nobody over 100, where we see the Cassiopeia already at 160. So there is going to be a huge difference there, and Cassiopeia was really aggressive against Vygar, and that won them the mid lane, and by winning the mid lane they kind of already won this game. Obviously, bottom lane also doing a great job, 124 versus 65. That is half the minions. That means Graves basically has double the minions that Sivir has. And even though Sivir is a really strong champion, she does need a healing support, and preferably Soraka, who can also give her the mana she needs to spam her Q. But that is not entirely necessary. She can also work pretty well with Sona, for example. And I think Soraka would have been the best choice here. By the way, with 90 champions nowadays, it's starting to become obvious that we need more bans. I mean, with 3 bans and 91 champions, you cannot ban out every champion that is overpowered or powerful against your champions. Basically, if you, for example, ban out, well, let's pick one. If you ban out Sivir, then someone will just go another AD carry. You cannot ban all of them. You cannot ban all of the strong AD carries. Because if you ban Graves, people will just go Vayne, and Vayne is just as overpowered as Graves is in the late game. So Graves is overpowered all game. And yeah, Vayne is overpowered in the late game. So basically you're trading one for the other, and it doesn't really matter. That's why you never see AD bans. And the same goes for casters, although casters also bring a lot of utility to the table, and the utility you can actually ban out. For example, if you ban Morgana, yeah, there's only one Morgana. Morgana has a skill shot snare, and she has an ultimate that can stun all 5 of your team. Yeah, that is pretty painful, and there's no one else to do that. Cassiopeia also has a skill that can, that has an AoE stun, but it's definitely not as good. It is an instant spell, so basically when you cast it, it goes off, whereas Morgana's takes a few seconds. So Cassiopeia's ultimate is still pretty good, and it is pretty similar. It still can stun a whole team, and yeah, so they are kind of interchangeable in that regard, but Cassiopeia plays completely different from Morgana. Morgana is way more passive, where Cassiopeia is completely more offensive. You need to play her very offensively to make sure that you get the maximum out of her, and that's exactly what we saw here. Cassiopeia now up 2 kills, which is probably one on Vygar and the other one I don't know. But yeah, she's already at 200 minions, where she denied about 100 minions to Vygar. And that's exactly what she does. It's like Shyvana doesn't what Shyvana does in jungle, she does for the mid lane. And yeah, there you could see why Graves is so powerful. He can just jump in Okay, he has a lot of farm. He has a lot of minions, and he has 3 kills, 3 assists. Well, he had 2 kills and 3 assists. But yeah, you could see he just runs into the bush, just jumps out and starts killing you. He doesn't even need a spell, because Sivir had her spell shield up. It didn't break, which means that he didn't use any spells. He just killed her. And obviously we would have liked to see how the actual kill went, but instead the camera, right when the attack started, panned off to do something else. It's excellent work. So pro. Anyway, yeah, we see the entire purple team defending their lanes in a 1-3-1 formation, but that means that they're basically losing everything in the jungle. The enemy team can just see where they are and not have a problem in stealing blue or red or even Baron. So yeah, they're now going to try to get the red buff, but the blue team is still there, and so is the red buff. So the blue team will pick up this red buff, no problem, and it will go to Irelia, it seems, which is a fine choice. Irelia with red buff is even stronger than normal Irelia, which is already very strong. So Cassiopeia, yeah, I think she should have some trouble with Veigar, but apparently not so much, because Veigar is kind of a spike damage dealer. If he gets the stun off, then he can land all of his skills and do a whole lot of damage to her. And well, no, not Shyvana. Come on. Cassiopeia solved that by going, as you can see, Warmog's armor. That is so smart. Not going AP first. Well, she does have some AP, I guess, but she is just going HP. And Veigar cannot handle enemies that have a lot of HP, because he cannot deal that much damage. He can deal like 2000 damage, and that's it. After that, it is virtually impossible to kill someone, because you have to wait for all of your cooldowns, and especially your ultimate does a lot of damage, but your ultimate is not going to be up for another 2 minutes or so. Which means that yeah, this Cassiopeia has done the only really smart thing she can do, and that was definitely not the best way to recall, or the best position to recall, because she had no vision even over the bush where she was in. She was next to, because she wasn't in the bush. But she gets out no problem, and Irelia is going to kill this guy, and actually getting an assist on that from 2 guys, and that was excellent. Yeah, assisted kills are so much better than unassisted kills. We see the purple team coming down now, but yeah, 12-1. What are you gonna do? I mean, 15k gold behind. This is over, guys. TSM is going to win this one. Just go on to the next match. There is nothing you can do. Yeah. Anything else? Yeah, I think the top lane kind of lost heart. Well, all of the lanes lost heart, but top lane I didn't expect that to lose that hard, because 190 to 110 now, that is 80 minions difference, and that is 2000 gold. So Irelia has 2000 gold more, not even counting the kills she has and assists. 2000 gold more than Rumble has. Yeah, of course he's not going to be able to do anything against her anymore. And there you could see it. I don't know why she didn't finish him off, but yeah, well, thought she had a Q left to just finish him off, but apparently already used it or something like that. But she could take a few more tower shots before she actually had to run out. And yeah, well, Baron is still up. Don't think TSM is really worried about Baron. They're going to do it after this turret or something like that. Yeah, they can also leave it. They're so much stronger. They don't really need Baron. And if it gets stolen, the enemy team would actually have a chance to come back, and I'm sure they wouldn't like that. So they're going to just hide in the bush, wait for the enemy team to come, and are they going to catch this Vigar? Because they cannot see him, but oh, they could see him now. Vigar couldn't see that, so they should have just stayed in that bush and yeah, use the CV if they have it. I'm not even sure. Yeah, they do have CV, so could have used that to sneak up on Vigar. Unfortunately, it is quite visible where the enemy team uses the clairvoyance, and I would really like to see that removed. I would like to see the clairvoyance spell actually being, well, better, being more in the way that it should be for a skill-based skill. That actually sounded quite retarded, but it is what I wanted to say. The skills, so the summoner spells should be skill-based as well, so you should be able to make more use of it when you're more skilled. And if, for example, you would reduce the range by half and you would, well, decrease the cooldown, you would be able to spot single camps with it, or single bushes. Obviously, as I said, you would have to reduce the cooldown, but you would also remove the animation for the enemy team. I mean, what you do with your animation, I don't care. But for the animation for the enemy team, it would be awesome if that disappeared, because now the enemy can see where you're looking and what vision you have. But it should work in the same way as a ward works. You should be able to watch in one certain one position that you target, and then it should be invisible to the enemy team. Skarner running past the Irelia there. I think it's good for him that he didn't engage that, or he didn't get to engage that. But yeah, the Irelia would have melted his face probably. Because Skarner, all he has is Age of the Legion, 2 gold items, and Mercury's Threats, which is not enough to stop Irelia. I mean, Irelia is completely tanky and is never going to die to him. She has attack speed, she has extra attack damage, she has a Warmock's armor, and yeah, he's never going to kill her before she kills him, especially with the red buff. And it seems that they're finally going for Baron here. Yeah, they weren't too worried about Baron. It's not really a problem for them. They just don't want to see it get stolen. So finally they are going to get it. No opposition there, and Irelia is going to jump in immediately. Nice ultimate coming out from Sona, and yeah, this is apparently good enough. Because, well, what are they going to do? I mean, everyone is now already recalling, and they're still all full health. Well, 2 guys went down. The Sivir and the Vigar, both of them got killed, and yeah, the rest of the team is just in defense mode, but there's nothing to defend, because everywhere you go, if there's a 5-man team coming at you, you're going to run away. It's as easy as that. So all they can do is just take out the minions whenever they come near, and hopefully hold it off that way. But this team is now going for enemy blue, and they're going to take dragon afterwards or during, who cares. I wonder who gets the blue this time. I'm assuming, yeah, it's this guy. Oh, his blue just timed out. That is really nice timing. So blue on Cassiopeia once again. Cassiopeia, who has been having a great amount of blues in this game, and yeah, has been able to spam spells all game. Obviously, you don't really need the mana on Cassiopeia. What you need is the cooldown reduction, because the more spells you spam on her, the cheaper the spells become, and you can stack that up to 5 times to, I think, a 50% discount. And yeah, just by spamming 5 spells and then basically being able to to afford every spell. Oh wow, a nice ultimate going down, and Vigar actually gets nicked by the ultimate there from Irelia. And everyone is just back at the summoner platform while they are going to lose both of their Nexus turrets and afterwards their Nexus. Because they cannot get off, because, well, Cassiopeia will just melt their face. Nothing they can do, and that is exactly the way this blue team likes it. So the first match goes to TSM. I will do the second match right afterwards. So stay tuned. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. I will see you next time. GG.